spend several years learning another language, but when it comes to speaking, they're struggling to form even a basic sentence. They spend a lot of time learning and studying, and they understand a lot. They can watch movies, they can listen to songs and podcasts, they can read a text, and they have the knowledge of very complex and complicated grammar structure, and even they know very advanced vocabulary, a lot of expressions, idioms, but they can't speak. Although they have so much knowledge in the target language, but they are unable to speak. Well, we need to distinguish between two types of knowledge: passive knowledge and active knowledge. Passive knowledge is the knowledge that you receive, whether it's through watching, listening, or reading, that are the input. Many people spend so much time on receiving input and reading and watching and listening. Unfortunately, it is overemphasized. And we have another form of knowledge that is the active knowledge. What is active knowledge? Active knowledge is the output. When you create something, whether it's through speaking or writing. The thing is that many people spend so much time working on the passive knowledge and passive learning, and they're waiting for the right moment in the future, like after a long time, when they learned all the grammar, when they learned all the vocabularies and they know everything, then start to speak. Like, it can't happen, you can't wait for a long time, then one day you wake up and you start speaking fluently. It's not like that. You have to work on both passive and active skills. I'm not saying that passive skill is not important. I mean, both of them are quite important and you have to work on both of them. Speaking skill is a skill that you need to work on it from the very scratch. When you start learning another language, you have to work on speaking skill. You have to develop it step by step. Of course, I know it's challenging. I mean, it's quite difficult and challenging to start making sentences and forming sentences, even if basic. And at the beginning, it takes a long time to think and then to form the sentence. But it's okay. Even if you're slow at the beginning, it's okay. Be confident and just try it. And of course, you're going to make mistakes. But don't worry. Making mistake is just the process of learning. You have to learn from your mistakes. There are just learning opportunities. Make mistake, be brave, be confident, and improve yourself. And if you're afraid or scared or maybe ashamed that people might laugh at you, make fun of you, don't overthink about it. In many cases, when you see the native speakers maybe smile or laugh at you, it's probably not because they are making fun of you or they are mocking you. Sometimes it's just enjoyable for them and they just think that it's fun when they hear that. So don't worry about it. Just try to speak and try to form sentences and create sentences. Make use of the knowledge that you have in your brain. Activate the knowledge, activate the existing knowledge in your brain, and then step by step you will feel that you are improving. And don't translate. When you are making sentences, make sure that you are not translating. Because in many cases, when you translate from your native language to the target language, the sentences that you are making are kind of unnatural. So try to think in the target language. It's actually a skill, but you can develop it. Try to think in the target language and then create sentences and form sentences and try to communicate and speak. So don't overthink about your mistakes and don't think of that I'm shy, maybe I make mistakes, maybe people will laugh at me, maybe they will make fun of me. It's okay. You're not native speaker and you're not expected to speak some poetic or perfect from the very beginning. So try to speak simple and just take it easy, and whatever you know, just make use of it. This usage is very important. And the environment that you are practicing in is very important. So make sure that you are not feeling pressure and nervous. If you're in a group class and you feel that you are really ashamed and you can't try, so you can try another way. Like you can try one-on-one tutoring lessons with native speakers. I'm not saying that the group classes are not working. They can be very efficient and helpful, of course, but for some people, maybe based on their learning style, one-on-one tutoring lesson can be better. And make sure that you kind of connect to your tutor or teacher, and you don't feel nervous or stressed or pressure. Choose a tutor or teacher that is calm and you feel comfortable with him or her, and is patient and is critical, but in a positive way and in a good way. Of course, I'm telling you, make mistake and try to speak, but you have to be sure that you are corrected and you are receiving feedback for your mistakes, and try to not to repeat your mistakes. Of course, I say don't care about your mistakes and try and make mistakes. It's okay, don't worry. But I'm not saying don't care and speak even if it's just wrong. Your communication should be effective. But to start, you can't expect very fluent speech without any mistake or wrong sentences. So it's okay even if you make mistake, but make sure that you are receiving feedback, you are corrected, and you are learning from them. It's really crucial. So make sure that your tutor or your teacher is critical in a good way, in a positive way that doesn't make you demotivated or disappointed. So just be brave, be confident, and try to speak. So if you're learning another language, make sure that you're working on both passive and active skill at the same time. You're trying to speak from the very beginning. Don't wait for a later time. Start now and make mistakes. Don't overthink about it. Be confident. You're not expected to speak like a native speaker and not poetic, not using idioms. Just try to speak and be sure that you're learning from your mistakes. I'm sure if you do it, you can definitely improve your speaking skill. Just try and don't worry, don't overthink. You are unique. You can definitely improve it and continue, and I'm sure that you can improve your speaking.